I don't even know if it's weird. It's weird because I can't hear myself. So if I yell, I'm sorry. Anywho, welcome to the first filmed episode of How I Edit Stuff. And in this case, it's Photoshop and how I speed edit stuff. So I guess we should call it the first episode of How I Speed Edit Stuff in Photoshop with search engine optimized tags afterwards, yet to be determined. All right, so let's get started. I got two pictures here. I'm gonna work back and forth. I'm still learning how to talk while editing. This is a mouse, but it's like a T-Rex mouse, so there's two of them. I don't know. All right, we're gonna jump right in. I'm gonna show you guys the pictures here. Also, I'm a little congested, so I apologize. So I'm gonna be going, because I don't hydrate enough. Yeah, so let's get started. All right, we have this awesome picture of this beautiful, breathtaking dog, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, I need to put that in snowy mountains. So we have this picture of snowy mountains with cloud-like fog. I was looking for fog. This is what I found. So I'm going to put them in here. First thing I already thought of, I like to kind of plan it out before doing it. Not always though, but for speed editing, it's better to plan it out because then you just do it, you know? I don't know if we're going to be able to get the legs in, or by legs, I mean paws, because it's coming straight at the camera. And if you look at the mountains here, like they cut off at angles, so there's really nowhere where his paws can jut out at the screen. So I may just have him kind of play peekaboo behind the mountain here. So it should be a simple edit. I don't know though, that's where it gets you when you think it's simple and it's not. But let's get started. Two ways you can start first. First, you could work on cutting the dog out and putting him in. Or the other option is you could work on cutting each mountain out so you could easily put the dog behind it. I'm gonna actually do that first. We're gonna try the selection tool. Again, with speed editing, I guess it's not speed editing, but I like to try new things. Like there's an easy way to do it, and then if you try a new way, it makes you better and understand how the system works, what works for you. I don't know, maybe you've watched a lot of YouTube videos. I know I'm rambling. You've watched a lot of YouTube videos where they're like, hey, you need to do this, and then you do it, and you're like, I don't understand. Well, expand your horizons, and get better at what you do, and you love it more, you do better, and people love you more, and maybe one day you'll have friends, and you'll find a significant other to share memories with, and then you'll have a family, and you'll form a band and tour the country. That last part was Ron Burgundy, I think. Okay, back to editing, which we haven't even started yet. Oh, all right. I'm gonna do the magic wand. Is that what it's called? Little note already. If you hold your mouse over whatever buttons, it tells you what it is. Okay, quick selection tool. So, the thing is, this might be tough because it's selecting the colors and segments, and there's a lot of colors and segments that are the same because it's snowy mountains. But you just need a quick rough. My computer's really slow because I'm screen recording too. That should be good enough, I think. Okay. That's good. We'll get this a little bit. And if you hold down, what key is it? On this one. Option? Huh. I don't know. On my, I have a Windows keyboard for ergonomical typing. And it's the Windows key, but I think I turned it into the Option key to remove what you've selected. All right, so after we do that, what I like to do is hit Command J, and then that duplicates what I've selected. So there's the mountain right there. Just for kicks and giggles? Nah, we're just gonna do the front mountain. Okay, so look, Lonely Mountain, Lonely Island, boys. Andy Samberg, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You see how I connected all that around? Brooklyn Nine-Nine's hilarious. Back to this picture. All right, we're gonna do an easy selection here of this little doggy. So cute. Let's name him Rufus. I like that name. Actually, we could do a dog pun and name him Rufus. Ruff, ruff, get it? Oh man, that was a dad joke. I'm a dad, so I can say that. But the fact that I call myself out on the joke, that earns me some cred, right guys? Right? Validate me? Okay, thanks. Alright, super rough. And actually what we're going to do, select and mask. Check this out. Select and mask, and we're going to go to refine edges, which I believe is already selected. Yep. And I'm going to make the brush bigger. You can hold down Option Control and click your mouse left or and drag it left or right, and it makes it bigger or smaller. Okay. Oh, look at that. It lets you add the hairs in. I never fully try on this unless I'm being paid. Like if it's a client, like for a client's hair or something. I messed that up. We'll come back to it. But, like, especially since we're going to put it in snow, we need to, it's not selecting. We'll do that after. All right, we got his top there. Let's get some fur. Yeah, what was I saying? Something about a client. Oh yeah, if it's like their hair for senior pictures or a wedding, then you want to be a little more detailed. But for a little dog named Rufus, you could kind of just go with the wind, you know? And we'll find out why in a second. Click OK. Yeah, that selection was horrible, Luke. You should be embarrassed of yourself. Let's get that ear back in. Got the hairs over there. That's cool. And those hairs are okay. Again, though, I'm not doing perfection, so, but it's gonna bug me for fine edge. This is one of those things I always have to go to YouTube and look up, like, how do you refine edge again? Because I don't know if the plus sign needs to go on. Wow, I got blown out there. What happened? I don't know if the plus sign needs to go on what I want to erase or what I want to save. So let's find out. Oh, what I want to save. The plus sign goes on the background. So the big circle is what I want to save. That makes sense now, I think. All right, that's good enough, I think, peeps, right? Let's try the other side, because this one definitely looks, there we go. Yeah, see that? This looks already better. Again, not perfect, but it'll do, donkey. It'll do. I quoted that wrong, too. Wow, so embarrassed. So embarrassed. Oh, this dog is beautiful, by the way. Oh, I did something wrong. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, we'll let it see through the hair there. Good. Now, the tough part about this, my phone keeps flashing. Am I blowing out? I'm so sorry. Oh, by the way, this hair, it's all natural. What happens is I sleep on my head, on my belly, on my head like this. And then through the night, I roll over and go on this side. And then I wake up, and I got like a little point. And I'm Italian and greasy, so the hair stays up. But, yeah, look at that. You got a hair lesson, too, in one. All right, this looks good enough. The tough thing with this, not tough, but the background is similar to the color of the dog's fur, as you can see. Let's go down to OK. Okay. So that's why it's kind of not as perfect. But I'm going to hit Command-C. That's going to copy it. Go back to the mountain, Command-V. Oh, such a cute dog. Okay, I'm going to hit Command-T. This is to transform. Right-click in it, and I'm going to say Flip Horizontal. Boom. That's a cute dog right there. Hit Enter. I'm going to move the mountain, layer 1, up to mountain 2. So now the dog's playing peekaboo, and let's find out where we want the dog to be. I like the dog right here. And we're going to turn it a little bit. Aw. Well, this is actually making me really happy. You know what? We're going to make it... Oh, there we go. I had to zoom out. Look how happy he is. So cute. Let's make him bigger. Yeah. So it looks like he's sitting behind the mountain. Oh, can't make him too big because then his ear gets cut off. But again, you could cut it off if you want. Like, this is art. It's what you want to do. I actually like that. All right, now to get him to match the scenery. Let's go over here. First, what I usually do is... What do I usually do first? Brightness, but with that I do levels. So, look at the levels. I go right. Oh no, you know what? Ignore what I just said.
Fail!
Delete that. Command click on the layer in the little box, and that selects your selection. And then now click on levels. So that's going to adjust the only thing you have selected, not everything. And then now we're going to go up and down. I clicked the wrong heading curve.
Fail again!
Alright, command click. And that's with speed editing too. You're thinking so fast and whatever.
Excuses.
Let's go to levels. Boom. Ah, see, already, like, that's normal. And he looks bright. I like it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just kind of finding out what fits the mood of the picture that you're trying to set. And I feel like we kind of need to darken him. That looks good. All right, good. See what we click the eye to hide it. See what it looked like before. After. Okay, I like it after. Command click to get the section again. And let's do. We did levels. Let's do curves. Might not need to do much with that either. Yeah. Do we need to fade it at all? Maybe a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Before, after. Brighten it a little bit. Okay, great. So we got that. Now we got to change his color, tone, hue, and saturation. This is what I'm not the best at, but it's fun to do. Because there's more of a blue tint to the snow and mountains, and he's pure white. He's probably a purebred. I think that's a dog term. We'll say it is. Also, the ceiling fan up here is like super old. One day I'll take it down, but I don't want to get electrocuted, so it is what it is. Let's go here. We're just going to move it all the ways to see what we got. Oh wow, you know what? I'm a knucklehead. Let's get rid of the saturation here. We're going to command click again, get your selection, and we're going to go to, what is it? Color balance. That's what I was looking for. Silly. We got to get the blue, so we're going to turn this towards the blue to see what it looks like. Okay. Little too much. So we'll do 5. Start at 5. Then we'll try cyan. Cyan. Ryan with a C. Look at that. Okay, I feel like that blends better. I like that a lot. Okay, let's hide this little thing right here. We got before, after. Yes. It's beautiful. All right, you know what though? I feel like we need more fog. So I do another picture of fog, or do we make the fog? Yeah, we're not making fog. Cancel that. I'm gonna go to Unsplash, get some fog. I'll be back. All right, we're back. Nice mountain scene with fog. So what I'm gonna do literally is I'm just gonna do the M for the Marquis, rectangular Marquis tool. I'm gonna do it around even some of the mountains. That's fine. Because you see how, I'll show you in a minute, hold on. Okay, Command C, Command V, and let's stretch this to meet what we were doing. Boom. That is nice right there. Okay, let's do screen it. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's go back to normal. And then we're going to do the opacity of 5. What I'm going to do, though, is start erasing above the mountains, because that has, like, blue sky, which we don't need. Huh. Right, people? Right. People. I mean, you guys are humans. I don't need to call you people. Alright, so already that gives a little bit. We gotta definitely fade in the bottom here. And now, then you get kind of laws of nature and stuff, where, like, does fog come from? And I think it comes from down here, so it should be down here. I'm not going to, because I like this look better. But look, before, that looks nice. After, that gives it some wham bam. Command J to duplicate the layer, and I'm actually going to make it bigger. And maybe let's flip it. Command T, flip horizontal. We'll add more this way. But this time we're going to put it behind the mountain. Look at that. I don't remember where it went though. Ah, there we go. Okay, I like that. So we got some fog before. We have fog coming in on the dog here, which is pretty cool. I want to try something though. Yeah, see, I just did a little brush there over his fur, so it looks like it's coming through, but it looks darker here. Why does it look darker there? Okay, there we go. Still looks darker. That's okay though, because it's coming through the fog. Now I'm just rambling. It's been 4 minutes of just adding fog, and it's not really doing anything. The dog still looks a little too crisp to be in the mountains, but I kind of like it. So let's look before and after here. Before, after, before, after. Again, not perfect, but we're going to say the fog has risen from the lake already, so that's why it's up here. The dog's looking out like, I am a snow dog. My name's Rufus. I said it wrong. Oh. That's the start, right? I feel like it's missing something now. What do we want them looking at? All right, we're going to put pancakes in the lake because that's logical. Dogs love pancakes in the lake, even though the lake would make the pancakes super cold. Selection tool, W. Quick selection, literally doesn't have to be perfect. Now, I didn't realize this would have a fork in it. I was too focused on the plate as a whole, but we'll make it work. Just gotta get everything first. Oh, that didn't work there. See, the brush works sometimes it doesn't. That's okay though. Carry on, guys. Carry on. Okay. Getting better. And then we got the plate over here. Oh, why did I do that like that? Why you do me like that? Okay. Got the cakes. Command Shift I. Delete. Alright, there's the pancakes. That's what the dog wants. Pancakes. I mainly wanted it for the perspective. Yeah, I know. Here's a little trick. So there was no other end of the plate on this side, so we could either cut it off by the mountain and scoot it over, or I could try to create it by copying this. There you go. No one's going to notice it this far away. So there. Oh, I forgot about everything else, though. Like the color here. Not good. Honestly, I was going to get the W. I don't want that. Delete. Put them in the water. Yes, we are. E. I need fuzzy. Fuzzy brush. See, it's coming. It's going into the water. Perspective is not perfect, but it doesn't matter. That's the secret. It doesn't matter because it's art. And we're gonna have the colors now. So zoom out. Click it. Command. Click on the layer. We're going to go to color balance. So this definitely needs to be more blue, more cyan. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, we got to make the picture match the rest of it. So doing the same thing. Gonna go to levels. Gonna darken it, lighten it. Let's see. Oh, that looks good. Too bright. Okay. Before, after. All right, now let's do curves. That's what I wanted. Curves. And click curves. It could work. I mean, it's a giant dog coming behind a mountain, so it's not like it has to be realistic, right? Color balance. Here we go. Get a little blue. Yeah, see, now the plate starts to match the water around it. Wait, cyan a little bit. You know, we really don't need that. I just like that. So, before, after. Now granted, the pancake is ridiculous, and I probably don't need to add it, but I'm going to, because that's how I roll. That's what I do. One thing I'm going to do, though, for sure, is I'm going to use the mountain to cover that plate part. But I just wanted to show you how I think, what I would do with it, you know? So let's Command J. Put it to the top. Drag it right. Put it to the top. Now we're going to merge all the pancake stuff together. Move it over. There we go. Actually, that does look better. Surprisingly better. Who would have thought? This fork and knife, though, they remind me of the dragon. Oh, spoiler. Never mind. Game of Thrones. Just, you know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. Frozen. Okay. One more thing I want to do is go to the dodge tool. See if I can brighten it a bit. Even though I just made it darker. There we go. A little brighter. The sun's coming from, who knows, it should be reflected stuff. That looks good. I like it. I like it. It's not perfect, but let's merge it all together. Let's go to history. I'm just going to do before and after. So I click the original in history. Now if I hit Command C, that undoes what I just did so you can see before and after. So this is before and this is after. Wow, that mountain dog really loves pancakes. The goal of this is when you look at it, you go, wow, that snow mountain dog must really love pancakes. And then you see the fork and knife and you're like, wow, there must, like, if the dog's this big, how big is his owner, the giant? But then the dog looks at you and says, I am the giant. And then he picks up the fork and knife with his hands. He has opposable thumbs on his palms. He just starts cutting and eating. He's a gentleman dog. Well, that concludes another poorly spoken or talked out tutorial on how to edit, or how I edit, speed edit in Photoshop. Still don't have a name for it. Let me know if that helped you guys in any way. I do want to make this better, but it's fun too. So you having fun while we're doing this? Because, I mean, obviously I am. But I'd love to hear your comments below. I know if you're a professional photographer, Photoshopper, you're going to be like, this guy is horrible. And I don't claim to be good. I just claim to, hey, here's what I do. And that's all I can do. Yeah, if you like it, feel free to like and subscribe. If you don't like it, feel free to like and subscribe just so you can comment negative things. Follow me on Twitter, @BrainChunks, and Instagram, @Luke'sBrainChunks. Where I post these pictures, as well as maybe the speed edit videos, which is like 40 seconds long, which is very therapeutic. Until next time, have a good one.